I wanna you can hear me say, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, all the things we wanna say inside this land. So people must die for before you understand. We all got children going to school. Market woman and selling their goods. Yeah. Let them be great. No noise. I never seen no peaceful protest in this land before. Even my papa and my old man tell me it never been before. To all the leaders in this land, take your problem and talk it like man. Go and I'm from heaven to make you understand. Because Paratana, no school. Paratana, no work, nothing to do. Paratana, GS company rapping it. Investor necessity rapping it. My people, they get something they call experience. Let's keep this piece alive. Keep this little piece alive. Yeah. Let's keep this piece alive. Keep this little piece alive. Oh yeah, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say. All kind of people talking, say the country brand new. I pray the people to fire the people with turn on leg new. We all are trying to move ahead. Some people say we might not get there because confusion can butter their bread. If I go tell myself, jump inside the street. Anything happen to me, my family will grieve. If I go tell myself, jump inside the street. Something happened to me, you and your family will leave. Because Paratana, no peace. Paratana, no ma, everything free. Paratana, whipping and looting with beer, killing and shooting with beer too. Let us learn from the past. Let's keep this piece alive. Keep this little piece alive. Yeah. Let's keep this piece alive. Keep this little piece alive.
Hey, Sticky the Carriers.
Papa, okay. I wanna you can hear me say, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say.
Not in the go for peace, don't even stop me. Stop you, I tell you war, let us invite peace. No fighting, no undermining. Keeping the peace in a nice surrounding. Yo, don't like to hear what people say they want to demonstrate. But I got no money, they won't get free the penalty. You see your people stopping, tell me now what is the benefit? So my people say no to violence, demonstration, all that thing, and I cover our motherland. That you one day we gonna prosper, keeping the peace in the city and every villages. Nobody, man, I can't tell you something negative. Politician, qualification, we can work together using multiplication. Okay, united we stand, no more division. That whole hands together to save the motherland.
That's you. Keep this piece alive. Keep this little piece alive. Yeah. Let's keep this piece alive. Keep this little piece alive. Oh yeah, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson Talk Show. Today is Thursday, May the 25th, 2023. What has this day got in store for us? Let's go to Liberia and talk with my correspondent, Mr. Samuel Wilker. Sam, what's up, brother?
Yeah, good morning, bro. Good morning. How is it?
Hey, man, same old. What's happening back home there, brother?
Well, the $100 million drugs case is being thrown out, meaning that those guys were not found guilty. The judge, Blamont Nelson, says there was no proof, no substantive proof to indict this guy, to keep them, to find them guilty. So they are free and they left the country unceremoniously. Can you imagine? The government, because they were not found guilty, so the $200, the 200,000 US seized from them, should have been returned to them. But instead, they fled. They are gone,
So,
and the
Sam,
case is done with.
there were
So,
many.
the Senate is not pleased through Darius Dillon. They summoned the Minister of Justice, the Liberal Revenue Authority Commissioner, the Drug Enforcement Agency Director, and one or two key officials that are linked, to this case. Mind you, the judicial branch is another branch, and the Ministry of Justice, the DA falls under the Ministry of Justice. Guys left, so we just don't know it. So the lawyers they want to rearrest them, but they were gone ready.
Well, you see, Sam, from the reports that are coming out of Liberia now, there were many missteps with handling this case. First of all, the people brought most of the evidence. They brought all the cocaine. They kept to say for evidence. They can't find it. Secondly, all the evidence in the case all messed up. They're saying the evidence they have on hand now that the performer invoice from the shipment of the goods, the cocaine to Liberia, and the money and all these things. They don't have real evidence connecting these people to the cocaine. Their names are not even on the invoices.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing there. So how did they collect these people to be associated with this crime?
They keep from a witness.
They keep from a witness.
They got the hosted them at the hotel, the Boulevard Hotel. It was a guy who called their names, who gave a location that they were coming with the drugs. And he got admitted that maybe one or two, they said one or two top government officials made them to bring the drugs, but the name were not given.
So why wasn't all of this brought up in the court? Why were there so many missteps? We hear the justice minister complaining, and we hear the people in the public giving the truth of this whole case. Because we have, I think I listened to one of the shows this morning, they had one of the representatives on, and he was going through the whole case and how, one, they couldn't connect these people to any evidence. Their names weren't on any documents. So they phoned these people through witnesses. They through wherever they testified, wherever evidence they gave, the justice minister could not follow through to convince the jury that these people were guilty of a crime. So besides the jury probably being bribed, the justice ministry is also involved in the same way. And you see, that's why is calling for investigation. Because there's no way we have witness testimony, people admitting that this drug came in the country and it may be for a government official. We have all this $100 million in the country. They burst it, they kept some of it. They can't account for that. You told us yesterday they can't even account for the $200,000.
No.
So let me put on my topic, man. My topic this morning is ignorance versus incompetence. These are challenges this government is facing. And we have to determine, we the people, got to determine where this government stands. You know, there's a difference between ignorance and incompetence. Both of them are bad for our country. Both of them are bad. We need people who know and understand government to lead government. When you are ignorant, that means you know nothing about leading government. You know nothing about the processes of government. When you are incompetent, you may know, or you lazy, or you're not educated enough, or you misstep. You do things haphazardly. You derelict in your duties. So where do we stand with these people, man? Both of the situation facing this Weah government is killing the Liberian people. These positions they got now, they're killing our people, man.
Incompetence. That's it.
And ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
And ignorance. You know, you can be educated and incompetent. You can be educated, but you don't like it doing your duties. You know, laissez-faire, lay back. You don't think things are important when things are important. You don't understand the significance of your job. How it relates to other aspects of our government and impact our national security. You don't understand it. But when you're ignorant, it is even worse.
Mm-hmm.
You have no knowledge of nothing. You are blind to everything. So we are caught in the middle. We as a people, man. We as a people. You see, Sam?
Yeah.
We're caught in the middle.
Okay. I was using bring it back, yeah.
And who's that talking? You gotta get away from the people, man. I don't want people disturbing my lesson.
You're far off in the place there.
Why are you standing so close?
Yeah, maybe the echo also.
Yeah, you know, some people that just talk loud, man. People that talk annoying. They're talking to somebody right next to them to be yelling. But you know something, Sam? Our people have to understand that the crux of everything with government, with governance, with our lifestyle, with our hopes for the future, everything rests on money. It rests on money. And this is one thing our people are not used to. This is why our government officials take advantage of us. Because our people are used to societal living. We used to living. We used to people taking care of us through community. That's not laziness, that's culture. That's culture. Where we come out in the community, where we agree that, hey, we live this way. We have children. Our children will live together. Even though it doesn't work in Motown. You know, whenever you got 3 or 4 women together, no peace in the house. There are few situations that few women, that women will live together and there will be peace in that community. But those are the challenges of our community. And those challenges come with discipline. Why you think a man can control his whole family? Through discipline. You know? And there are some other ways of discipline that people that are not good, man. You know, that female circumcision and mutilation. That's a way of controlling people. You don't see it that way. But when you can control a woman's sexual body and can tell her what to do and other women agree to it and participate in it and think that it's a tradition that should be continued. You are controlling those people's minds. You are controlling their habits. That's a form of control. So there are many ways people use to control our society and keep it disciplined over the years. You know, and we as young people who come to school and have traveled abroad and seen learning, that our duty to evaluate some of these things. Because if we must change our country and follow principles of democracy of the United States of America, this is the country of democracy. This is where democracy was born. And even though democracy was born here, Americans did not evaluate the system. It was a Frenchman called de Tocqueville. I've been away from school so long. He evaluated the system because he stood from outside looking in. And he said, okay, the Americans say this is democracy because this and this happened, this and this is capitalism. This is why capitalism exists, because of democracy. The free reign to invest, to grow. But we, the Liberian people, we have been suppressed so much and so long. We don't understand the significance of money in our society. That's why people that steal from us, we have no consideration of money. Like the white people. You see, in America here, this nation was built on cutthroats, on bandits, on people who love money. Yeah, they may love God, but they love money too. So everything in this country was based on people's rights, because the common man knew their rights. Why? Their rights were based on money. They understood that in order to survive in this nation, in order to prosper in this new land, you needed money. And that's why the British people first, they saw this land as a land of punishment, where they saw it as a wilderness. So what the British people used to do, they used to send all their prisoners here. All the prisoners they could not control in America, they used to send them here. So when they started sending them here, some of the holy people decided to come here too. The Puritans, the other people, some people decided to leave Britain because they were tired with kingship and they wanted to come here. But coming here, they still needed protection because they didn't want to use to the people here, the Indians, the different tribes that were fighting among themselves. They like us. They were fighting among themselves, fighting among each other, fighting among everybody. So when the foreigners came here, they did the same thing they did in Africa. They said these guys are fighting among themselves. They won't settle. Let's take the land. Let's push them off. Because they have no concept of ownership of land. That thing wasn't for India. It wasn't for Africa either. You got something to do, Sam?
Nothing.
I see you all easy looking all around. Why I mean,
No, that the people that are driving them, they coming closer, so I just tend to go.
when they coming to see the show,
Yeah, they coming, so I'm driving them.
but you see that's the point.
Literally, yeah.
So when the people started coming to America, they needed protection. All the things and people were related to rich people, were related to kings and queens and all of that. So they needed protection. So the British people started sending an army too to protect them, the Indians and all the other people. So when the army people started coming, some of them started seeing the opportunity to enrich themselves in the name of Britain. So they start saying, oh yeah, there's a land, people got gold and diamonds, so we're going to take all this territory in the name of Britain. But who was there to be in the name of Britain? The commander. Who was leading the army, who was leading the military detachment. So that's how they took over the country from Britain. You see, and some of these people have permanent mines and riches, and they just consistently took it. So the British government got involved because these people were doing it in the name of the Queen. So you in the name of the Queen, if any replacement come, they're coming to carry on what you're doing in the name of the Queen. And that's how America was conquered too. Okay? So it grew. And everybody that came understood that they come here to survive. They come here to form a new life. In order to do, you need money. Everybody came here looking for land. Only a few people came here didn't have land. But many of the people came here, they wanted land. And they had servants too. They had white servants and black servants. They call them indentured servants. You know, there were no they followed the old system of slavery. The old system of slavery was if they conquer you, you became a slave. Once you adapted to the culture and system of the conqueror, you were free. The Christians, every Christian nation will conquer you. Once you become a Christian and accept Jesus Christ, they couldn't enslave you no more. You were free. So there were many systems, it was not permanent. Slavery was not permanent. You could come out of slavery by changing your lifestyle or changing your belief system. So those are the old form of system. But when the white people and the British people took over, they found it as a way of economic development. They said, hey, we don't have to work. Why should we go to the field like these people work? We can manage the money they make. Free labor. Why should I wake up in the morning and go hide my hand in the field where I can capture a nigger and let it enslave me? So when they went to the black people, the whole concept of slavery changed. Where we be slave for life. You see, but my concept this morning is money. Because we have been enslaved so long, we don't understand the significance of money. Or when we see money, we only see money to enrich ourselves temporarily, not to prolong the richness, just to enrich ourselves temporarily. And this is why black people across the world are enslaved still. Because we don't understand the significance of money, and those that understand the significance of money have blocked the world in a way that black people are kept from getting money. You see, the white people not block most of the way for us to get money. They not take all the diamond mines, all the gold mines in Africa, in Europe. They take it all by force. Even to today, that's why black people are not free. We own the country politics. We own the country through politics. But the real power is money. You can talk politics all you want. You got money to buy the guns and the bombs and the police and all of that. You might as well just hang up your damn uniform. So this is why we can't grow. Even black people in America here, many black people here don't think about money. They just think about survival. When they have money, they spend it right away. But they don't think about the root of money. The root of money. They don't understand money. That's why our country, that's why Africa suffered. Now, the first thing about money is, in our system of governance, there is no way people who understand money will have representatives who live in other counties say they're representing you. Why? Because taxation is representation. The reason why we have representatives is because the government taxes us. That is the
I like that. I like that. Taxation is representation. I like that.
But that is it. When they tax you, you gotta be represented in government. You gotta have a say in government. So if they tax you and you're not represented, it's against the law. Why? Because the government, the founders of the Constitution, understood that for the nation to survive, people are serious about their money. You go back to the people money. But we Africans, we don't understand all of that. How our legislators will steal our money. Look at the corruption go on in Liberia, and Liberian people not mad because we don't understand the significance of money. That's why we suffer. That shit couldn't happen in Europe. It couldn't happen in America. It couldn't happen even in the Hispanic nations. It couldn't because they understand the money. They understand what money means. But the masses of our people don't. You know? And when you don't understand what money means, you become a slave in the mind. Because other people who know what money is, what money means, will always deprive you of money because your mind is not on money. Our mind is on unity. Our mind is on community. That our money is not important to us. Because when you live in a community, all of us work together. All of us live together. All of us help one another, whether you got it or not. So money is not a significant thing to us. But in the world, to our government official, money is important. When you leave Liberia and come in the real world, you will know that money is important. When you got money, people will bow down to you. Policemen, all of them, they may want to enforce the law, but they will still show you respect because you got money and the way you carry yourself. Money is everything, man. Jesus teaches us it too. He used the coin to tell us, give unto Caesar the things that are Caesar. That was the coin Jesus used. Jesus didn't use the Bible. He didn't use the book. He didn't use the pit. He didn't use the symbols of Britain. No, he used the symbol that all of us know very well. He took the coin. And he said, who picture is on the coin? Caesar. That means Caesar control everything around here. Caesar control every shit. So to keep the he tell the people, render the things unto Caesar that Caesar wants. Because Caesar is in power. He used the word Caesar. Caesar was the government. The power. And money is everything, man. Look out. What do you think Judas sold Jesus for? 30 pieces of silver. Money. Money.
And money is a word.
Everything is money. You know, God comes through charity, through our hearts. But for us to survive, we need money. And in America and foreign countries that understand the significance of money, you can't play with the people's money. You play with the people's money, will overthrow your government. But black people do not understand money, you know. Even in America, man, look at our people in the ghettos and shit like that. Because
is it complacency? The black man feel so complacent, whatever little they got.
Thank you, bro.
Because we have been raised because of slavery, we have been enslaved so long. And because of African culture, our culture tells us to live in a community, to live together. You know, they tell us 4 or 5 children. And it takes a village to raise a child. What does
and extended family? Extended family, yeah.
I tell you, that's the foundation of our faces, our logos, our mottos. It takes the village to raise a child. That alone tells you everything about us. That we are a village. We love one another. We love one another. We take care of one another. Money is not a priority. When you're hungry, come to my house and eat. You gotta money to feed yourself. You hungry. Come to my house. I got food. When you come to say, Chesson, I'm hungry. Go in the back there. Tell Mary you want to eat.
Neighborliness. That's neighborliness.
Yeah, I got booze. I got money. I call you. I say, son, come on, man. Let's drink some booze. I got some money. That thing happens in America. Very few people. Only family people do that sometimes in America. Sometimes you broke some in a community, you know nobody, you die. You know nobody, you die. That's why in America, they understand that. That was some places got free food. From morning to 12 o'clock, you go get free coffee, free rice, free anything you want to do. If you're not ashamed, if you're not proud, they got places you can go eat and drink. Free. You see, because they understand that in this nation here, everything is money. And if you don't have money, you can't come knock on my door and beg me like in Liberia. No. These people in this country live different from us. They live individually. They call it individual family. They call it family. We live in the community. They live in unit families. Why? Because this country is so big. You can be kin in the family. You just get on money. Man, I tell you with a damn family. I'm moving to Chicago. I won't stay here no more. I won't move on myself. I don't like the way my brothers and my sister treat me. I don't like the way they behave. I don't want nothing from this family no more. I'm packing up. I'm educated. I can go and work in Chicago. They got factories there. They got nursing home there. They're looking for people to work everywhere. So there are so many opportunities to work in this country. You can just pack up and leave, Sam. See your family again. So when you go over to another place, you don't got no family over there. So you go where you live money, you know you gotta pay. Everybody that leave one state and go to the next state, they gotta have money for at least 3 months. At least 3 months. So you can settle low jobs and things like that. But they got jobs everywhere. You know, if you're real.
But that's why more old folks in the states, you know, I mean, you have real problem because sometimes the children, grandchildren abandon them. They alone in that kind of bungalow, and nobody, you know,
Not only that,
in the
they got,
whole big compound, only one person.
not only that, they got programs for old people. The elderly program, they build houses for old people. You owe your that way you pay into Social Security. This system is set up so you pay while you're working. You pay certain money into government to save it for you. Like right now, I get in Social Security. That's like pension. That's beside my pension. I get my pension, then the government give me Social Security because all the time I was working, I was putting some money into Social Security for my old age.
And you pay your taxes.
Yes, and you pay your taxes and all of that. They take it out of your taxes. That's why we pay taxes and we settle this system. That's why I'm telling you, we in Liberia don't understand the significance of money. That's why our system is fucked up. That's why people just we don't say nothing.
Is it because of poverty? That's why people are complacent because you can't get it money. So when you get
No,
that, it is enough for you. Is it because of poverty?
because of the slavery. We came from slavery.
That's slave mentality.
Yet, well, slave mentality plus our African culture.
Torture.
You know, our African culture teaches us to live together, to protect one another, to help one another. That African culture. You know, when we come, well, it's just that it's on a tribal basis. But when you put the culture together, that in a general sense, that all the people from the different tribes and things, despite their languages and things, all of us got the same foundational culture. You know, it takes a village to raise a child. You know, we all know that. So whether that's my child or not, when I see you walking the street, you're a child of the village. When you're hungry, I call you in to eat. I say, hey, come on, check, come eat. Come do this. Even after the coup in Liberia, Sam, some days I was hungry walking the street. Some people just come and say, hey, Chesson, we know you haven't eaten today. Come and come eat with us. People did that. That was the old Morovia culture. People who understood what it is to live in the community. It's not about money. It's about living together, taking care of each other. Well, I got, you got. When you got, I got. You know, that's how we live. You know, this whole concept of money is new to us. But for us to exist in the world as it is today, we got to understand the concept of money. So our whole system is based on money. The whole democratic system, the whole capitalist system is based on money. And until we, the Liberian people, understand the significance of money, what it is to us and our, not only us, our posterity, our children, because wealth is us. Sam, you don't know what it is to have inheritance. You don't know what it is, man. Until you come to a country like America, when they say your mom and pa died and leave you something. In Liberia, we used to it because we live with our mom and pa. So when our mom and pa died, we already used to what they have, so it just flows to us. But in this country, it's different. When you got to move out, people get married and go to their own family, go to different countries and things like that. And they call you, say, my man, you inherited $5,000, $10,000, even a house or land. That's different, man. That's a game changer in this country. It's a game changer. Because sometimes you don't expect those things. And you get it. And you know what to do with it. Because you know the significance of money. You know, even in Liberia, some people get money and say, oh, we'll do this, you do that. You look at it in this country and say, damn, people wasting money. They don't understand what to do with the money. You see? But the significance of the money, when we say you don't understand money, it relates to your understanding taxation, government, and to what extent the government wants to put its hand in your pockets. That's when you
Don't you think? Don't you think because our government, past and present, they are not focusing on long-term goal, only short-term benefit. That's why we are saying poor. Long-term goal or sustained program.
Look at all our government officials. How many of them rather stay in government, got money, and kept it to do anything? Maybe the old government people from Tottenham Town. But all the people gone now. All the people left. The new Liberian people come in have no examples to follow. They come in new. You know, they never had nobody. Why you think our country suffering now? Because we got too many people who don't know government, who don't know governance. So they just go there to steal. And that was my show. I don't care about people on my show. My show is to educate you. You know, that's why when we sit down here, in the long run, people will understand why I'm talking. Because some people don't understand it right away. They don't. Because they can't see it. They're all caught up in excitement about election, about power, about money. But it cannot benefit you. Because all the things will dissipate if you don't understand the foundation of what it means. And we are suffering today as a Liberian, as a people, because we don't understand the foundation of money. And those that understand, like our leaders and people that who have traveled and lived in foreign countries, they lie to us. They betray us. They take advantage of us because they know we don't know better. And they know in our ignorance, they can mislead us and deceive us. So they do that because we don't know money. You can see it in that community. Oh, sometimes people get letter, they just throw it down, they don't read. They just throw a letter down. In America, you gotta read everything you get. You can't throw things down, you gotta obey everything and read it. You don't do that, you're suffering. Because this is a literal society. That means people in the society read and write. So anything they send you and you just throw it down and don't read, you will suffer.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that before because I suffer. People send me things, I don't read it, I just throw it down like Liberian people. When you look, you see the bill coming in. People sending you from the court. People will sue you and do things for that. When you see these things, you say, I didn't see these things. They say, yeah, we send it to you. We send this letter to you also. And the people got records of when they send it to you. That was my advice to everybody in our community. Open every letter. Open it. Read it. Make sure that junk mail before you say that junk mail. Don't just throw in the garbage can and say that junk mail. You got to open some mail. And if you don't, you will suffer. Because in some mails, the people in America will offer you some deals. They say, my man, okay, you owe this, you owe $5,000. Send us $300. We'll forget the deal. We'll forget your past debt. The people do that in this country, my man. You be surprised. You owe big money to poor just because you owe Sam, you owe $5,000, but let's make an agreement. Send us $1,000, we'll forget about the other $4,000. They do that because they won't clear their books. And you are liability on the book. You've been there too long. Maybe they will never get the money for you. So why should they keep on? They let them get something. At least let them get something. So they say, my man sent out 400, but we'll forget the rest.
They want to move forward.
Yeah. And secondly, if you're a real good customer, you pay your bills on time and things like that. My man, you don't. Sometimes you get some deals you don't understand. It will shock you. But you got to be paying your bills on time. When they say pay on the 5th, your bill must be there before the 5th. You don't wait for the 5th to send your bill. This is America. And, these are the things I try to teach my people. Because we don't understand that we come here with this low mentality that we got to beat the system. Don't pay your bill, you get over it. No, don't do that. Pay your bill. This system was built on credit. You pay your bills, so people respect you. Your signature, your word.
Yeah.
Time you know how good it is when you walk in the store, you don't have to put out money, you just sign. You take whatever you want and walk out. It's a different world. But you got to know that it's not free. That's a privilege. It's not a right. That's a privilege you got that you got to protect by paying your bills. And so now when you pay your bills, the people out of nowhere, they will just send you things. They say, my man, you're a good bill payer. We know you've been paying your bill so long. Don't pay your bill this month. They do that here. Yeah. They say for Christmas, we extend you Christmas. Don't pay for Christmas. Take that money and buy your children Christmas present. They do that.
Good customer.
Yes, but your credit got to be good. But if you bad, you in the slum, nobody want to help you. The people want that money back. Why would they help a man you working with? They see you working, you getting money, and you're not sending them money. Why they want to give you money? They have no obligation to you. These are the things I teach my people, man. When you come to these kind of countries, this is not Africa. Don't follow other African people because some people have no integrity. They don't care they owe, they don't care they pay, they don't care you run them down. When you come, they will move from their place, they will move to the other place, you can't find them. Every time they're moving. But you got to show that you're a stable person. You're a stable person. You don't just move every week. This week, your phone number, this one, when you call the phone number, it's disconnected. You go down and move. So you know already that person is not stable. You can't trust that person. Okay? So when you're not stable like that, you can't be a part of the mainstream community. Because to be a part of the mainstream community, you gotta form a stable location. So when you form a stable location, like me, Sam, 20 years you call the same number to my house. 20 years. You cannot talk to me for 20 years. You take out the phone, you dial my house number. I'll pick up your phone. Because I've been my number for 20, 30 years. I didn't even think about my number no more in America. Because I've been my number. I got 2 phone lines in my house from 2 different companies, from the 2 major companies. It's to run my business and for emergency. So if one line is cut, I can go to the other line and do what I want to do. And both, I can call anywhere in the world with both of them. I mean, because you maintain your credit. Sometimes I got food to eat, I pay my bill. I pay my credit card bill. Why? Because I know whether I got food or not with my credit, my money, and I got money. This country is not a country of cash. If you got cash, you're lucky, man. There are people that keep their cash. You don't spend cash. Cash is important in this country. That's why I tell you the significance of money. Money is important. Raw cash, you don't just get that thing out in this country here. People use credit card. The only people that get raw cash are people who are rich and they don't want no bills. They pay the bills every month down. But for the rest of us who are struggling, you want a car, you pay something down. You get a car, you pay every month, you pay. All the system that here. Anything you want, you can get it, but you got to pay for it every month. You make arrangement to pay, but you got to pay the people. You can't shaft the people. You can't juke the people. You can't do that. When you do that, all the doors close to you, man. All the doors close, then you go into deep poverty and depression in this country. When you see people depressed and poor, that's because they don't understand the significance of money. When you understand the significance of money, you don't play with money. When you owe people, you don't play with that. You pay people. If you can't pay the people, you call them. Look, people will forgive you. The people want their money. They care about putting you in jail. The people want their money. You got money. Don't be ashamed. Don't cost the people. Don't yell at them. Don't disrespect them. Pick up the phone call and say, "My people are big. I got that money." The people say, you do that? Yeah. Cost me. I got the money. Help me. They will cost you anything they say. They can't put you in jail. They want their money. That's the significance of money. They will not put you in jail. Even if they put you in court, they will not put you in jail. They want their money. You go to jail, you can't give me my money. How you give me my money in jail? I want you to stay out and work. They give me my money. That's the philosophy of the people. You got to understand the people philosophy. When you understand the people philosophy in this country, it makes your life easier. Despite the hardship, you will understand how to maneuver because everything is money. Money, you understand the significance of money. You understand it. And you don't have to steal it, Sam. You don't have to steal it. You just got to be honest.
That's all.
You're not a crook. You're not a shyster. You're just an ordinary man. Just be honest. Just pay your bill when you do. Sometimes it's hard. That's why you see sometimes when people steal and they won't come and they big shots and things like that. It hurts people to us who work for our money. Who try to stay honest. It hurts us because the
Honesty pays. Because my friend once upon a time told me, "Look, Sam, you want to stay on job, you gotta be honest. Then you will always have job."
And you might also understand too, Sam. Being honest is not easy. Don't just say it pays. Everybody will say honesty pays, but no, you got to tell the person straight up. And this is what I do to my people. I tell you straight up. It's not easy to be honest. You got to let people know. To be honest is not easy. You You are honest because you believe that it enhances your life. It adds to your life. It doesn't give you money. It doesn't change your status in life. But in your mind, it enhances your life spiritually and physically because you demonstrate that you have principles, you have integrity. You are a man who believes in something. And if it hurts you to put other people say you stupid, yeah, call me stupid. But that's my belief. Whether it's stupid to you or not, one man's pleasure is another man's junk. I treasure it. That what make me a Christian. I became a Christian not because I want wealth, not because I want money, because I want to follow the principle of Jesus Christ. And in Jesus Christ, you ought to understand, he's a humble man. He was denied many things on this earth. And it didn't bother him. It didn't bother him. If you let the petty things bother you, you will suffer. But if you got integrity, it wouldn't matter to you. You say, I don't care. That's my belief. I did it because I believe in Jesus Christ. I stand on this principle. And it doesn't matter whether you call me stupid or you think I could be rich and not rich. And this is the understanding you come to. You see, this is why when you understand money, the significance of money, people can't just steal from you. People can't just come to our government to enrich themselves overnight. People can't have their way with our money and say that they have money. No, because we understand the significance of money. And when you understand the significance of money, you will know that everybody got to stand on their own 2 feet. Everybody got to stand on their own 2 feet. You got to understand that where your rights end, my right begins. And you better trample on my rights. So you understand the significance of money. Because taxation is representation. All people tax you got to make sure you represent it. And you got to make sure those people who represented you own property in your county, live in your county, have permanent residence in your county. People can't represent you and live in different county and don't come to the county only when they want to visit. But our people understand that the station is representation. What it means when people take your money, owe you, and they better pay your ass. And that's what it is. If you're working for 5 cents in this country, Sam, they will work that 5 cents out of your ass. I know in the army, man, some money has to be working and say, damn it. You mean to tell people all the chicken feed in the army and all this thing, they were working out of you. Even when you working in the factory, they were working out of you. You yourself will say, damn, I'm working there for $5 an hour and these people killing me like this. They were working out of you, my man. If that you working for 1 hour for $5, you better know that you working. You ain't joking. You will work, the USA get tired for that 1 hour. So when we, the Liberian people, understand the significance of money, our lives, and especially our country, will change because we'll hold our government officials and accountable. They will not be able to steal 1 penny for us. So we'll be checking every. I work with a guy, Sam. I work with a guy, my workmate. That guy was checking his money every minute. I just get sick of the guy. I was checking their money like that. The guy you come to me, trust me, I just made 1 cent and 50 cents and 25 cents. And let me check my money. Every minute that I would go to the phone to see his money. Every minute. And
the importance of money, now.
He's a correctional officer. But the guy had money. This guy had money. Because the people understand the significance of money.
Mm-hmm.
When you understand the significance of money, you go after money.
Mm-hmm.
But our people, they steal money, we don't say nothing.
Sorry,
But
man. Sorry, the kids try to interfere. About yeah.
if we understand the significance of money, you steal one cent from us, we won't kill you. We won't hang you upside down. That is what we understand. Because when you take my money, you taking my children money from their mouths.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Because I'm the provider for my children. So if you stop me from educating my children, how would they educate their children? They will not have any understanding that education is significant. Because you didn't educate me. I can't educate my children. You rob me. You rob my future. You don't only rob. Sam, our class is done. Do your conclusion.
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked on peace and unity and stuff like that, but what we're seeing in this country nowadays, it takes a team to unite Liberia. This tribal divide in election processes, I mean, is worrisome. I don't know, too much of tribe. That's a problem. Even your brother is wrong in Liberia, you will support that brother. So I don't know. We gotta pray and get and the way you're saying now, we gotta really create that awareness from county to county, from district to district, and let our people, the ignorant in this country, that they go away. We need people to help rebuild this country. See how long the library is not built? Look all around here. Sierra Leone, Guinea, Africa, they are all built. Well built. We still behind time because of ignorance. So the kind of education you are discussing is very important. Can we get it on the ground? Although we can discuss, we discuss it on air in the media, but can we get it on the ground from village to village, from community to community? Can we get people involved? Can we get people involved in the education? How can we develop ourselves and know how to who to vote for? Not because you're my brother, so I should vote for you. You know, that's a problem in this country.
That is because of the immaturity level of the people.
Yeah.
You know, when the people are
There's a need for massive education when it comes to who you going to vote for as your leader. You know, because leadership that are made and not born.
okay, Sam.
Leaders, yes.
It's time for us to say goodbye.
Thank you, and we hope that tomorrow will be a better day for us. May God bless Liberia, and it's sure.
Thank you, Sam. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in my conclusion, you know, I talk about the significance of money. All what Sam said to about our society is true. Things broken down, we need help. But we as a people need to understand that money is important to our survival. You don't have money, you can't do anything. We can't sit down and let government officials consistently steal and be corrupt in our government. Why? Because they're not only stealing from us, they're stealing from our future. That is why when you understand the significance of money, you know when people play with your daily bread, they're not only playing with your daily bread today, they're playing with your children's future and their daily bread. And that's the significance of money. When we understand the money, people will not play with our money. We'll not let nobody play with our money. We want to skin them alive. Because in this world of democracy and capitalism, money is key. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Aluta! Continua. Have a good day. My class is done. I'll see you tomorrow, my people. Be safe.